sometimes. Kalindi Tata. Kalindi Tata means on the bank of. So now before Lord Jagannath is in this form of Jagannath, where was he? So he was Kalindi Tata Vipina Sangeetaka. So on the bank of Kalindi, Kalindi is what is Kalindi? Yamuna is also called Kalindi. There are a couple of reasons why Yamuna is called as Kalindi. The first reason is because Lord Krishna being black, taking a bath in Yamuna river, that's why Yamuna is called as Kalindi. Another reason for Yamuna being called as Kalindi, because when somebody takes bath there, he is free from Kali Yuga, is the effect of the Kali Yuga. So that's why she is also called as Kalindi. Kadachit Kalindi Tata Vipina Sangeetaka Rao. And when Lord is actually sitting on the bank of Yamuna, so what he would do? He play with the flute, and that Sangeetaka Rao Muda Viri Nari Vadana Kamala Swada Mudapa. So when he's on the bank of the Yamuna, then it's like he's singing, and all the naris, nari means gopis, ladies. Nari means here it is Muda Viri Nari Vadana Kamala Swada Mudapa. So Lord Jagannath or Lord Sri Krishna on the bank of Yamuna, when he is singing, all the gopis are running from wherever they are, and they are getting attracted to the music of Lord Sri Krishna's flute coming out of his flute. And when they are getting attracted, just like the bumblebees, Krishna is actually tasting the nectar, Madhupa, that Vadana means Kamala Swada Madhapa. So their face, that Lord Sri Krishna is actually tasting the nectar that is being, because whenever the gopis hear, they forget the whole world. And we know from Srimad Bhagavatam that when the gopis are actually running towards Krishna, it is said that we have forgot all the social etiquettes. In the middle of the night, they are just running towards Krishna. They are getting so attracted to the Krishna's music, the flute music that is coming. And Krishna on the bank of Yamuna is enjoying what is the happiness on the face of the gopis. That is what he said. Kadachita Kalindi Tata Vipina Sangeetaka Rao Muda Bhiri Nari Vadana Kamala Swada Mudapa. Now somebody may say that, oh, this story looks like some Bollywood movie or something. There is some actor and there is no. He is not Lord Shankaracharya is not talking about some ordinary personality. He is talking about that personality who is being worshipped by Rama, Shambhu, Brahma. Who is Rama? Rama is Lakshmi Devi. And we know that from one of the 9 methods, one of the method is Pada Sevanam, and who is the personification of that? Lakshmi Devi. So Lakshmi Devi is always serving Lord Narayana. Then next is a Shambhu. Who is the Shambhu? Lord Shiva. He is worshipping Lord Sri Krishna. And then, so now we know in Bhagavatam where it is mentioned that Lord Shiva is actually worshipping Krishna. And there is one Gita called as Rudra Gita, where Lord Shiva is actually glorifying Lord Sri Krishna. So, and then Brahma. How Brahma is worshipping Krishna? The famous prayers from Lord Brahma. Right? And what is the beginning of that? Ishvara Parama Krishna Satchidananda Vigraha Anadi Adi Govinda Sarvakaranam. So he is offering obeisances to Lord Sri Krishna, who is Anadi Radhira Govinda Sarvakarana Karanam. And then Amarapati. Who is Amarapati? Indra. Who said that? Mataji, very good. Amarapati is Indra. And Indra is also worshipping Krishna. Now, how is Indra worshipping Krishna? There is a beautiful story in Jagannath Puri. So, Jagannath has a very special things, and many of things are very special to Lord Jagannath. The first thing which is very special to Lord Jagannath is Ratha Yatra. Right? Ratha Yatra is very special, and the unique feature of Ratha Yatra is that when the patient is if you are sick, if I am sick, we go to the doctor. If the patient is very sick, then what happens?
Doctor comes to
you. So similarly, in Kali Yuga, we are very sick. And what is the disease for all of us? Bhavarog. And what is that Bhavarog? We are influenced, mesmerized by the beauty of Maya Devi, and we forgot our dear Lord Sri Krishna. And everybody is struggling because of that. And then Lord Jagannath Ji says that, okay, you are not coming to me, I will come to you. And that is the greatness of Lord Jagannath. So, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is called Namo Mahavadanyaya. So that means most munificent incarnation. Whereas Lord Jagannath Ji is the most munificent deity who actually come for the place, for the giving opportunity for the people that at least if you are not coming, I will come. And when he comes on the road, he does not see whether we are this person, that person, whether we have eat veg or non-veg, or you have taken a gudka, fitka, nothing. And anybody can come and take a darshan of Jagannath Ji. And not only that, you can even, I think that is not allowed now, but it is earlier you can do that. And it is said that if you have very special desire, you can go to Lord Jagannath Ji's ear and tell that, and your desire will be fulfilled. So once this story heard one devotee from Mumbai, and next year when he was Ratha Yatra, he went to Lord Jagannath Ji and hugged him and told, because he was not having a son, daughter, whatever, kid. And he tried all the ways, different ways, but he was not successful. Finally he went to Lord Jagannath Ji and hugged him, and in his ear he told, I want dash dash dash. And sure enough, he was blessed by the Jagannath mercy. Jagannath Swami ki Jai. So similarly, okay, so we are coming to the very special times of Jagannath Ji. And another things about Lord Jagannath Ji is prasad. Lord Jagannath Prasad is very famous. So Indra Dev wanted to take a prasad. So he came running to Anand Bazar and said, I want a prasad. And there was one Pandaji, so he was giving prasad. And then Indra said, I want rice, I want chapati, I want dalma. Dalma is very famous in Odia. And I want this and I want that. So then he purchased everything and he said, where is Dabbu, money? And he said, oh, money? I thought it is a free. So Indra did not have any Indian currency, right? So now what to do? So now Indra said, I do not have money. He said, what about Google Pay? No, I do not have Google Pay also. So then he started, okay, where is my money? Indra said, I do not have money, but I cannot give prasad. I want prasad. Now Indra is running, then Panda is running behind him, and then the chase started. And finally Indra Dev comes towards the bank of ocean, and then he said, why are you trouble? You know who I am? He said, who are you? He said, I am a Indra Dev. And then how can I actually know Indra Dev? And he has given the darshan. And then the Panda was very happy. Oh, today I got a darshan. And then from there, Indra Dev actually ascended to the heavenly planet. And that place is called as Swargadwara. If you go to Puri, there is a place called as Swargadwara. And I think that is where they do the all crematorium things, is that if everybody dies, so the thing that they will go to that. So even Rama, Shambhu, Brahma, Amarapati and Ganesh, Lord Ganesh Ji is also worshipping Krishna. So there is a story of Lord Jagannath Ji and Ganesh Ji. So you know the Purushottam Jana. Purushottam Jana. Who is the Purushottam Jana? Is the king. And who was his son? The king who was not allowed to come in front of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Rudra Pratap. King Rudra Pratap. So Rudra now it's like a vicious circle. Who is Rudra Pratap? He is the son of King Purushottam Jana. And who is the King Purushottam Jana? He is the father of Rudra Pratap. So Rudra Pratap Maharaj. So once Rudra Pratap, the Purushottam Jana was a devotee of Lord Jagannath Ji. And so he had a marriage proposal. So then to get that lady, so then he had waged war against the nearest neighbor kingdom. And then he went all the way, and then he was completely defeated. And then he came running to Lord Jagannath Ji that, oh, I was defeated because Lord Ganesh Ji was fighting from the other side, from the other kingdom. And Jagannath Ji said, when you went to war, did you ask me? He said, no. Now when you go next time, please ask me, I will come running for your war. And then next time again he declared war. Now I do not know how he declared war, but he declared war against the king. And then before he declared war, Lord Krishna and Lord Jagannath, Balaram, they actually went on horses even before Purushottam Jana's army came. And as they were going to the neighbor kingdom, they were very thirsty. And there was one lady who was actually giving all kinds of water and buttermilk and all those things. And then Krishna started taking all the buttermilk and whatever there. So that time the lady was giving 1 glass, 2 glass, and we know Krishna's appetite. He can finish the whole world. And then the lady was giving, Krishna was absorbing everything. Lady was giving, and finally she finished everything. And then she said, I do not have anything. Then finally she asked, where is money? Krishna said, money? Where is money? I do not have money. Huh? You are cheating me. Then what will I do? He said, see, I am a Krishna and he's a Balaram. In terms of not directly Krishna, but my name is, I am a boy Krishna, servant. And my king is actually coming behind. You can ask Krishna, I am the king, that he will pay for all your expenses. Do not worry. And then Krishna went and Balaram went, and they fought the war at their own. And Krishna, the Purushottam Jana's army was coming behind, and they came to that lady. Lady asked, where is my money? She said, the king asked, why are you asking the money? And she told story. There were two personalities. One was Krishna and one was Balaram, or whatever the name they told. That they purchased all the things here and they did not pay. And then Purushottam Jana realized that it was none other than Krishna and Balaram. And then he actually offered obeisance so that you are very fortunate that you got a darshan of Lord Sri Krishna. And then in a return, not only money, actually he gave a big kingdom to that lady. Even today that kingdom is there. It is called, I don't know what is the name, but it is said that the kingdom is still there. And then of course Krishna defeated Ganeshji, and Ganeshji worshipping Krishna. So Rama, Shambhu, Brahma, Amarapati, Ganesh, Archita Pado. So all of them are worshipping Krishna. And may that Jagannath become the object of my vision, so that our vision will not get deviated from worshipping Lord Jagannath. So Shankaracharya, before starting who you are Jagannath, is starting before Kadachit. Before that you were on the bank of Yamuna, and you are playing your flute, and you are tasting the nectar, just like the bumblebee goes and takes the nectar from the flowers. Similarly, you are tasting the nectar on the face of the gopis, Nari, Vadana, Kamala, Swata, Mudapa. And you are not an ordinary personality. You are being worshipped by Rama, Shambhu, Brahma, Amarapati, and Ganesh. And may that Lord Jagannath be the object of my worship. Now the second shloka. Yes, Mataji.
In his left hand, Lord Jagannath holds a flute. On his head, he wears peacock feathers, and on his hips, he wears the fine yellow silken cloth. From the corners of his eyes, he bestows sidelong glances upon his loving devotees, and he always reveals himself through his pastimes in his divine abode of Vrindavan. May that Jagannath Swami be the object of my vision.
Jagannath Swami Bhuje Savya Venu. Savya means in 11 Bhagavad Gita 11.33, Arjun is called as Sabyasachi. That means he is holding his bow and arrow from left hand. So here, Lord Sri Krishna, now what is his form? Now Shankaracharya is focusing on his form. In the first stanza, that where you were in the past. Now in the second stanza, he is saying that, who are you? What is your form? So what is his form?
He's holding the flute in left hand.
Bhuje Savya Venu. So he is holding a flute on his left hand. Sirasi Sika Picham Katitate.
Pick up feather on his head.
So Sirasi means
Head.
Sika Picham. So the peacock feather, he wears the peacock feather, and then he had on his hips he wears always a fine yellow silken cloth, and then Dukula Netrante Sahachara Kataksha. Kataksha means glance. So now you know Krishna's glance is where he gives the glance from this end, this end. And then Sada Srimat Vrindavan Vasati Lila Parichayam. And where he is always,
The past time also.
he is actually always there in Vrindavan performing his beautiful pastimes. So here it is said that Lord Krishna is playing on the bank of Yamuna, having the Venu in his hand and peacock feather on his sirasi. Now why Lord Krishna always wear peacock feather? There are many reasons, but I heard a couple of reasons. Anybody knows why Lord Krishna always wear a peacock feather?
One reason was that there was one peacock who wanted to offer something, but that time he doesn't have anything, so he offered his feather, and Lord accepted that.
Okay, one thing. Yes, sir. Vaikuntha Saranto. Okay. So, you know, Krishna once when he's in Vrindavan, and he started dancing, mesmerizingly started dancing. And when he started dancing, all the gopas, gopis, and everybody came and they also started dancing. And along with them also came peacocks. One peacock, two peacock, three peacock, four peacock, and a group of peacock. I don't know what you call this group of peacocks. So they all came and they started dancing, and they were so happy. Now, and since they were so happy, the king of those peacock, he said that, Krishna, please accept something from me. And then he gave a peacock feathers, and that is how Krishna said, as a matter of gratitude, I will always put that peacock feather on my head. There is one more story that goes back to Ramayana. So when our dear Lord Prabhu Ramchandra ji, so along with Mother Sita, once they were searching for water, and they were asking, and they do not know the way to get the water, well or wherever is the river there. So then they on the way they get help of peacock, and the peacock says that, okay, you follow me, because the road was very difficult. So that what will I do? Every time I go, I will remove my peak from my feather, and then you follow that. So similarly, when Lord Krishna, when Lord Ram was actually following, it is said that if naturally peacock shades the feather, does not happen, but he artificially shades of the feather, actually he dies. And here he was actually doing voluntarily for the service of Lord Ram, and eventually that peacock actually died. So now Lord Ram said that, as a matter of gratitude, when I come in my next incarnation, I will wear that peacock on my head. You know, our Lord is very grateful. Always, even if you do a small activity, Lord will never forget. Srila Prabhupada writes in 1966, very early, he says that in San Francisco temple, that even if you fix one screw in a temple, Krishna will never forget that. Our Lord is always very grateful. And Prabhupada, being founder of that, he would always say that, my spiritual master sent me all you boys and girls. I'm so grateful to all of you. So following exactly that mode, Krishna is very grateful. Krishna's devotees are very grateful to those who help in their mission. So here, Lord Sri Krishna on the bank of Yamuna, on having the Venu in Sabyasachi on his left hand, having the feather of peacock feather on his head, and having the kataksh, the glance on the gopas, on his devotees, and where he always Sada Srimad Vrindavan Vasati, he is always there in Vrindavan. But we know that when Akrura came, he actually took Krishna, right? Then how do we know that Krishna is always performing his pastimes? What he is doing in Vrindavan? Sada. Sada means?
Always.
Srimad Vrindavan Vasati. Vasati means
Stay.
resides. Reside. Sada Srimad Vrindavan Vasati. Then what is he doing there?
Performing Leela.
Leela Parichaya. He is performing Leela, pastimes. Now, how do you know that Krishna is performing pastimes there? We know that Krishna left when Akrura came. He took away Krishna from Vrindavan to Mathura, right? It is said, Srila Jiva Goswami gives the answer to this question that, and you would have heard also these things. When Krishna born, there were two Krishna born. Have you heard this?
Yes.
And who was the first Krishna? Vasudeva Krishna or Vasudeva Krishna, who actually born of Mother Devaki and Vasudeva. And another Krishna who was actually born, Yashoda, and he is called as Yashodanandan. So now when when Vasudeva is carrying Vasudeva along with him, and at that time when this Vasudeva Krishna got attracted to Yashodanandan Krishna, he is so attracted, he started coming closer, and he got merged with that. And whenever there is a fight or to kill any Bakasura and all these Rakshasas, and who was actually killing? Vasudeva. Because our Yashodanandan Krishna is very fearful. Even if something happens, he will actually go running to the mother Yashoda. But so who was actually killing? Vasudeva Krishna. So after this, our pastimes. So it's not that there are two Krishnas. It is just the mood and the bhav is actually different, and Krishna performs different pastimes. But Sada Srimad Vrindavan Vasati Lila Parichaya. So what Lord Krishna is always doing that. Then somebody may say that why gopis are actually crying then, right? The separation. Now Jagannath Ji is nothing but the separation of Krishna, in the mood of Krishna, separation from Radha. So now why Radha is actually having the separation, that Viraha Bhav. When Akrura took Krishna, she saw that Akrura took Krishna, and when the Yashodananda Krishna is there, she was thinking, oh, I'm having some illusion. Krishna has actually gone that, but Krishna was personally present. But Radha and all the gopis, they were thinking that Krishna has gone, Akrura has taken, but what we are seeing is just illusion. But they were very happy to see that Krishna. But in heart, they were thinking that Krishna has gone from here, and they were always having that separation, the pangs of separation, and that mood of the pangs of separation of Radha Rani. At the peak of that is nothing but our Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And Lord Krishna, in the mood of separation from Radha Rani, is Jagannath Ji. And when these two lords who are crying, they come and meet in Jagannath Puri, and that place is very, very special, because we are both the Lord who are crying. One is the Lord Krishna in the form Lord Krishna crying for Radha as a Jagannath, and Lord Krishna crying for Krishna in the mood of Radha is Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And when Ratha Yatra is happening, and when they are meeting each other, there is a explosion of both the bhavas. So that is the Jagannath Puri, and that is the Ratha Yatra. So here we can see that Sada Srimad Vrindavan Vasati Leela Parichaya Jagannatha Swami. Now where is Jagannath? And that is the third stanza is here.
On the shore of great ocean, within a large palace atop the brilliant golden Nilachal hill, Lord Jagannath resides with his powerful brother Balbhadra and his sister Subhadra, who sits between them. May that Jagannath Swami, who bestows the opportunity for devotional service upon all godly souls, be the object of my vision. Hare Krishna.
Now, where are you? So, in the previous two stanzas, we saw that, oh, you are Krishna. We are on the Kalindi Tata, you are on the bank of things, and you are having pastimes with them, and Rama, Shambhu, and all these are worshipping. In the second things, what is your form? You are having the Venu in your left hand, you are having these things, and the yellow garments. And now, where are you? You are Mahambodhistara Kanaka Ruchira Nila Sikhare. So what is the Nila Sikhare? On the bank of, on the bank of the ocean, great ocean, and there is a hill, and that hill called as Nilachal. On that Shikara means peak at the top. So there you are sitting, Vasana Prasandata, means you are very happy, and along with whom you are there, you are not alone. You are there with your brother and sister. So where is Lord Jagannath? Is on the, if you are facing Lord Jagannath, you will see on the rightmost, and the leftmost is Baladev, and then Subhadra Madhyastha. In the middle is Subhadra. So Jagannath ji, Baladev ji, and Subhadra Maharani. And what they are doing? Sakala Sura Seva Vasarado. So that means they are giving the opportunity for service to the all people. May that Jagannath become the object of my worship, object of my vision. Jagannath Swami So now question may come, why Lord Krishna is not with Radharani here? And why with Baladev and Subhadra Maharani? This is a very special pastime happens. It happens in Dwarka. And in Dwarka, when Krishna was there with all 16,108 queens and so many palaces, but Krishna in the middle of night, he would suddenly wake up and say that, where is Gopi, where is Radha? And suddenly he says, Maya, Yashoda, please, I am very hungry, give me food, take me on your lap and feed something. And suddenly he says, where is the cows, where is the Shamli, Dhauli? So he would call all the cows. And the wife of Krishna, they were saying, what is that? We are giving trying our best to please him, but don't think that he's happy here, because his heart is somewhere else. And where was his heart? In Vrindavan, Brajavasis. When he hears that, so now one day they were really curious. They wanted to know what is so special about the Brajavasis, that every night he's actually crying for them. He's asking, where is Krishna, where is Radha, where is Lalita, where is Vishaka, where is Nanda Maharaj, where is Maya, where is the Sakas, where is all those things, Sridham, Sudama, all those things, where is the cows? Where are those cows? And he's asking. So one day they said, okay, let us do enough is enough, both ho gaya, abhi kuch to karna padega. So then they asked Rohini Mataji, can you please tell us what is happening about all those things? And then Rohini Mataji says that I will tell you, but only on one condition. And what is that condition? That Krishna, when I am telling these pastimes, Krishna should not hear. And what is the problem if Krishna hears that?
He will go in that mood.
He would get into spiritual ecstasy. Not only that, he will get spiritual ecstasy, he would not even stay for a moment here. He will start running towards Vrindavan. What will he do? Many things has to be done. So for that, if you want to avoid that, you must guard this little Krishna hearing about these things. Now what to do? She said, okay, I will be in one of the palace, and somebody should guard there. And who they kept as a guard there? Subhadra. And Krishna was in his hall there, doing all meetings and all the things. And as soon as Mother Rohini started telling about Krishna, Krishna got an SMS or WhatsApp message that Mother Rohini is actually telling about the pastimes. And how can Krishna be there nearby, but couldn't hear that pastime? And he came running. And then there was a big hands of Subhadra Devi. She said, no, I will not allow you to hear that. She said, why? No, this is the promise that I have given to Mother Rohini, that I would not allow you to do that. And then Krishna says that, you know what? Now very soon you'll come, very soon you'll have the Janmashtami, and after that we have a Raksha Bandhan, right? Now you will tie Raksha, right, for me, and I'll give some gift. This time I'll give a gift. And then Subhadra says, okay, then what you want? At least let me allow to hear that. Okay, then Subhadra and then Krishna, and when Krishna is there, Balaram is also there. And they started hearing the pastimes. And as soon as they started hearing the pastimes, Krishna started exhibiting the spiritual ecstasy. Now, we know when person get actually in a very high level of experience, emotional experience, he actually get unconscious. Now we know that if somebody gets a very severe accident, he becomes unconscious because the emotions cannot be handled by physical body. The physical body actually becomes unconscious. But we do not have the experience of the other side. When somebody becomes so happy, how can actually they become unconscious? Or their body starts melting. And when Krishna was hearing about the pastimes, we do not have that experience. We can just hear that. When Krishna is hearing that, he started exhibiting the top of the separation from Srimati Radharani and Brajavasis. The body started melting, and his hands started shrinking, his legs started shrinking, and Subhadra was his hands completely got into body, her legs completely shrunken into that. And at that time, when Rohini, she actually became also, she got ecstasy and she stopped the katha. And at that time, Krishna became normal and he came to the normal thing. And that time Naradji came there and he said, I saw that. And he started singing, Jagannath Swami Nayana Padayami Bhavastu Me. Jagannath Swami Nayana Padayami. So Jagannathji is none other than Lord Sri Krishna. When peak of that expression, that spiritual ecstasy, viraha from Srimati Radharani or Brajavasis. And Narad Muni said that, now I have seen that. And Krishna said, now what will take you to keep quiet? He said that, oh my Lord, that you have given this darshan of Jagannathji to me. Can you do one favor for me? Can you give this darshan to all the people in this age of Kali? And then Lord says, yes, I will come to the Nilachal and I will give darshan to all the people. And that Lord Krishna, now here, not with Srimati Radharani, but whatever Naradji seen there, exactly in the same Jagannathji, Baladev and Subhadra Maharani. And that is how Jagannathji actually came. And what he is doing here, he is giving the opportunities to
all godly souls.
Giving opportunities to serve. Seva asar, avasar. Avasar means
Opportunity.
Seva avasara do. Give me the opportunity. He is giving the opportunities to serve the people. And that is where Indradimna Swami, when he had this manifestation of Jagannathji, he asked many benediction, and one of the benediction he said that, oh my Lord Jagannathji, please give opportunity to serve people all the time, that you only take a rest only for one prahara. How many? One prahara. So practically the temple is closed only for 3 hours. And in the 3 hours also, Jagannathji is not taking a rest. Devatas are coming to take a darshan of Lord Jagannathji. So practically our Lord Jagannathji is, and what is the proof that Jagannathji is not sleeping? He has no eyelid, right? If there is no doors to close, how do you know that Jagannathji is not resting? He is not resting. His eyes are dilated. In that expression of spiritual viraha from Srimati Radharani, that eyes actually become wider, and that is where Jagannathji is there. So how do you know that Devatas are actually worshipping Krishna? Once, one Pujari, he was in the middle of the night when he was closing the door of Jagannath temple, and as he was actually going, he saw the shadow of 16 to 18 feet shadow there, big shadow. Then he asked, who are you? He said, I am Vibhishan, came to take darshan of Lord Jagannathji. He said, what is the proof that anybody can claim in Kali Yuga, can claim that I am a Vibhishan? Then he gave his armlet, and that armlet he gave to that Pujari, and that Pujari's name is Patta Joshi Mahapatra. And that armlet was not an ordinary person's armlet. That was a person who is what was the height of that?
16
And you can imagine his bracelet was like a bullock cart wheel. So today that bracelet is being kept. I mean, when I was hearing that story, that it is being there in Jagannath Puri. If you go next time, please ask where is that bracelet of, and you ask where is this devotee called as a Patta Joshi Mahapatra. So even that 3 hours, devatas are coming and worshipping Lord Jagannath. Next.
कृपा पारवार सजन जलदा श्री रमाबाई रामानुजद अमल पंथे रमाबाई रामासुरद
Okay, read the translation, bro.
Lord Jagannath is an ocean of mercy and as beautiful as a row of blackish rain clouds. He is the storehouse of bliss for Lakshmi and Saraswati, and his face resembles a spotless, full-blown lotus. The best of demigods and the sages worship him, and the Upanishads sing his glories. May that Jagannath Swami be the object of my vision.
Jagannath Swami Nayana Padayami. Jagannath Swami Nayana Padayami. Lord Jagannath Ji is a Krupa Paravar. Krupa Paravar. Now Krupa Paravar means he is the ocean of mercy. Now how do we know person who is very merciful, very dayalu? You can see from his eyes. Now I changed the slide for a reason. What is the color of Lord Jagannath Ji's eyes?
Red.
Where is the red color?
Side.
And the middle is?
White.
And the innermost is?
Black.
So it is said, when person who is very merciful, Krupalu, his eyes are actually red. But if you see our Jagannath Ji, is a full of red. So you can see he is the ocean of mercy. As soon as he sees the devotees or the Kali Yuga people are suffering, he feels that feeling of that Kali Yuga suffering, and that is where not only that he has a dot, whole eyes are actually red, and that is showed that. In fact, one person said that how Lord is a Jagannath and Krishna and Lord is Jagannath. Jagannath means is the Lord of universe, because he has the all combination of colors. So Lord Jagannath Ji is black, Balaram Ji is
White.
Mother Yashoda is
Yellow.
sorry Subhadra is
Yellow.
yellow, and Sudarshan is
White. Green.
white,
Red.
red, green, golden. Now we have to open Sudarshan here. Which color are they? Well, Sudarshan is in a red color.
Red.
So it is said that Jagannath Ji, Baldev, Subhadra Maharani represent the whole world. Now why is it black? Because there are people are black in African countries. There are people, Balaram Ji is white. There are people who are white, European and Western countries. But then Subhadra Maharani is yellow. There are people in where? Yeah, and Mongolia's they are there, and there are people red like all of us here. So it is a representation. That's why Jagannath Ji is the Lord of
Universe.
whole universe. And so what Lord Jagannath is the ocean of mercy and beautiful as a row of blackish So when now it's a monsoon season and when the cloud is there, that looks very beautiful. But Lord Jagannath's face is not only one cloud, it's a series of cloud where it's about to give the rain, and that color is what actually Jagannath's face is representing. Krupa Paravara Sajala Jala the Sreni Ruchiro. And then he has given the mercy to Lakshmi Devi and Saraswati, helping Jiva for giving their instructions so that they come to Lord Jagannathji and Baldev. And your face is like bloomed lotus. You see, many times the lotus is coming because that is how Lord Jagannathji's face looks like that. His face looks like lotus. His eyes are like lotus. His feet are like lotus. Everything is like lotus. And then what? Surendra. Who is a Surendra? Indradev. Aradhya. So they are worshipping that. And Shruti Gana. Even the Upanishad sings what? His glories, and may that Jagannath Swami be the object of my vision. And when Lord Jagannath is hearing their glories, Lord Jagannath is becoming very happy for that. And he has no hurry. He has all the time to hear the glories. It is said that there was one devotee called as Salabeg. Have you heard about the Salabeg? The devotee of Lord Jagannath ji. And his father was a Muslim and his mother was a Brahmin. So this Salabeg had a lot of attraction to Jagannath ji because naturally will come from that. But somehow or the other, because he comes from that, so he was not allowed to take a darshan, and his only opportunity to take a darshan only during the Ratha Yatra. Once what happened, he went to Vrindavan and somehow he missed that, oh, Ratha Yatra is coming closer, and he was on the way from coming from Vrindavan to Jagannath, Puri, and he was thinking that now I will miss the opportunity to take the darshan of my dear Lord Jagannath ji, and if I have to take darshan of Jagannath ji, now I have to wait for
1 year.
one more year. And he started crying, weeping, sobbing. Now how will I get a darshan of my dear Lord Jagannath ji? And Jagannath ji being in Jagannath Puri, now he understood the mood of that and he got stuck there. Now Ratha Yatra, the Ratha is not moving. And you bring lot of elephant, you bring anything, the Lord Jagannath ji was not at all moving. And then the Salabeg got opportunity and somehow he came running and he got a darshan of Jagannath ji. And when he got a darshan of Jagannath ji, and then Jagannath ji started moving. Jagannath Swami Nayana Parayami Jagannath Swami Nayana Parayami. When Lord Jagannath Ratha Yatra was going in front of house of Bhaktivinoda Thakur, and one of the son of Bhaktivinoda Thakur is known as, who is the spiritual master of our founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. He was a small boy, and the mother, because the Rath came and stuck in front of house of Bhaktivinoda Thakur, and that Rath was there for 6 days. And Mata said, okay, now I have this opportunity, and she took the small baby as Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur and went and take a darshan of Jagannath ji. And as soon as Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati as a small child was taken to the lotus feet of Jagannath ji, the garland actually fell down from Jagannath ji and it actually circumambulated to Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, and immediately Rath started moving. Jagannath Swami Nayana Parayami Jagannath Swami Nayana Parayami. Now where is Lord Jagannath? Now he is a Ratha Aruda.
Lord Jagannath moves along the road on his Rath Yatra car, at every step large assemblies of Brahmanas loudly chant prayers and sing songs of his pleasure, for his pleasure. Hearing their hymns, Lord Jagannath becomes very favorably disposed toward them. He is the ocean of mercy and the true friend of all the worlds. May that Jagannath Swami, along with his consort Lakshmi, who was born from the ocean of nectar, be the object of my vision.
So in the first stanza, it is said that, what was the first stanza? Kalindi Tata Vipi. Okay. Second,
Will be the form of
form of his, very good. And what was his form description? That he had a left hand, these things, and then in the third,
in the
sorry?
ocean shore.
Okay. Nila Shikhara, right? And the fourth, ocean of mercy, Krupa Paravara. So is the and now fifth is that, now where are you? You are now Ratha Aruda Gachana Pati Milita Bhudeva Patala. So now you are arrived, launched on the Ratha, and taking Lord Krishna on the Ratha is very special things. It is very special ceremony itself that, and Lord does not just come very easily to that. Sometimes he doesn't even move that. So there is a special ceremony where Lord Jagannath is taken from his place on the Ratha. So and then from Rath he goes to, where does he go actually? Gundicha. And now who was the Gundicha? Gundicha is the wife of Indrajimna Swami, and she was given benediction by Lord Jagannath that don't worry, that at least in a year, 10 days, I will come to your place, because Lord Jagannath was manifested in the Gundicha temple. So here Jagannath ji has been Aruda, he has been established or has been stationed on a Ratha. Now he is going to the Gundicha Mandir. It is said that the Sri Mandir is considered or given the analogy or compared to a Dwaraka or Kurukshetra, and Gundicha Mandir is considered as Vrindavan. So when all the gopis, all the Dwarka Vasis, they came on the occasion of the solar eclipse, all of them arrived in a place called as Kurukshetra. Even the Brajavasis also came to Kurukshetra at that time. And when all the gopis saw Krishna there, and they were very happy, but because we should also have that ambience to enjoy that, but the ambience was completely different. And why the ambience was different there? Because when gopis saw Krishna, they saw an ordinary person. Here when the gopis saw Krishna, he had a helmet and all that Raj Alankar and everything. They were not getting that mood. When he was in Vrindavan, he was along with the peacock, cows and other animals. Here he was with the horses and elephant, and they were not able to get that mood. So what they started doing, they wanted Krishna to have a spiritual ecstasy, have that bhav. They wanted Krishna, not the Dwarka Krishna, but they wanted Krishna of Vrindavan. So all the gopis started Krishna pulling on his Rath towards Vrindavan, and that is called as Ratha Yatra, pulling Krishna from Kurukshetra, and that is the meaning given by our Acharya, especially in the footsteps of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, that when there is a Ratha Yatra, actually it means that Lord is being pulled from Kurukshetra to Vrindavan. And when we actually go, that we are helping all the gopis to pull our dear Lord Krishna from Kurukshetra to that. And that is where Lord Jagannath, Baldev and Subhadra have been established on that Ratha. And then when he's on there, who's actually glorifying him? Bhudeva Patala. So Deva means God or Devtas. But Bhudevas, so here it is being translated as the Brahmanas. The Brahmanas, Bhudeva. So who is the Devtas on the earthly planet? Brahmana. So they are actually worshipping or glorifying Krishna. Stutir Pradur Bhavam. And by hearing that glories, now here the Brahmana is not only by birth, but the Brahmana is by qualification. And then Pratipadam, so Lord, when Jagannath ji is hearing the glories, he is actually feeling very happy. And who is this? Daya Sindur Bandhu Sakala Jagata Sindhu Sutaya. And he is the ocean of Daya. Daya Sindur Bandhu Sakala Jagata. And he is the ocean of mercy for all the people. Sakala Jagata means whole world. And then it is also mentioned Sindhu Sutaya. Sindhu Sutaya means Sindhu means ocean. Sutaya means daughter. And who is the Sindhu Sutaya? Lakshmi Devi. When the churning of ocean happened, Lakshmi Devi comes. And now here Shankaracharya is actually saying that I want to have a darshan of Jagannath Ji along with Sindhu Sutaya. So that is the things. So now Jagannath is arrived on Ratha and now he is going towards the Gundicha temple, and along with that Baladev and Subhadra, and he is saying you are not an ordinary but you are the ocean of Daya, Sindur, Bandhu, and you are Bandhu. You are the Bandhu of true friend of all the world, Sakala Jagata. May that Jagannath Swami become the ocean of, become the object of my vision. And then next is 6th shloka Mataji.
Param Brahma Pira Govalaya
Lord Jagannath, whose eyes resemble full-blown lotus petals, is the ornament of Lord Brahma's head. He resides in Nilachal hill with his lotus feet placed on the heads of Anantadev. Overwhelmed by the mellows of love, he joyfully embraces Srimati Radharani's body, which is like a cool pond. May that Jagannath Swami be the object of my vision.
So who is Lord Krishna, Jagannath? He is the Param Brahma Pida. He is the ornament on Lord Brahma's head. And how is his eyes? Dalotpulam Nayano is again compared to the petals of the lotus. And where is he? Nivasi Niladro. He is residing in Nilachal. And then Charano Ananta Sirasi. And he is keeping his feet on the Anantadev. Rasa Nando Radha Sarasa Vapura Alingana Sukho, and he is overwhelmed by the mellows of love as he joyfully embraces Srimati Radharani. And what is that Srimati Radharani? What is he doing actually? He is actually on the top of Niladri and he is taking the nectar of rasa, enjoying to Radha. So because why he is getting that? He is embracing to Radha, and that embracing Radha is compared to the Sri Anga. Is not an ordinary embracing, but is embracing of the Antaranga Shakti, Ladini Shakti of Lord Sri Krishna, nothing but Srimati Radharani. That Sri Anga, when he embraces, that he becomes very, very happy. And how is that? Why is he become so happy? Because it is compared with the cooling pond. If there is so much of summer time, you feel very hot. But if you are near to the cooling pond, you feel very cool, right? Very refreshing. So similarly, Lord Krishna, when he is in the association of Srimati Radharani, just having that embrace of Srimati Radharani, he feels so happy. And it is not that Radharani's love for Krishna, Krishna's love for Radharani, it is also equally or even more. And when Radharani was actually serving Krishna, she feels so happy. And Krishna was always mesmerized that what is so special that she gives so much of happiness and satisfaction, and I want to taste that nectar, what Radharani is actually enjoying by serving Krishna. And that is why Krishna came as a mode of Srimati Radharani, as a Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. It is said that Radharani once, she said that, no, I cannot tolerate the separation of Lord Sri Krishna. Enough, both ho gaya, I want to give up my body. And she said that she called Lalita and Vishaka that give me some poison. I want to take that, consume that. And the Lalita and Vishaka said that you cannot, the poison will not have impact because you are being overdosed by the nectar. She said, what is that nectar I am being overdosed? She said that because you have heard the music coming from the Krishna's flute. So that nectar has gone through your ear, the poison will not have any impact. Your eyes had tasted the lotus of Krishna's body, that so much of nectar has gone through your eyes. It is being overdosed, you will not have the impact of the poison. You have tasted the flower that is being offered to Krishna, and because of that, the nectar has gone through your nose. So there will be no impact on your body because of the poison. And you have chanted Krishna, Krishna, and because of that, your tongue and mouth has been overdosed by the impact of nectar. So now Radharani is overdosed by nectar from 4 different ways: through ear, nose, eyes, and mouth. And because of that, you will not get that. I mean, you will not die. There is no impact of that. So Radharani says that no matter what happens, if I die, may my body be there on the tree called as Kadamba tree, because Kadamba is also black and my Lord is also black. Be my body be on the Kadamba tree. And then she said, okay, if your body, Lalita and Vishaka is saying, if your body is there on the Kadamba tree, crows will come and start eating your body. Then Radha says that, okay, let them eat whole body, but tell them that don't eat my eyes, because maybe my Shyam Sundar will come one day and my eyes will actually see that. And may that Lord Jagannath Ji become the vision of my object. Jagannath Swami Nayan Satyami Tumi Jagannath Swami Nayan. So you can see the love of Radharani for Krishna and Krishna's love for Radharani, and that Radha and Krishna together, both the Lord are there in Ratha Yatra, in front of Ratha Yatra. When Krishna as a Jagannath Ji on the Ratha, and behind that, sometimes when they are dancing, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu stays behind. Krishna's Rath will not, Jagannath's Rath will not move, because he want to have darshan of Radha and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu comes front, then only the Rath will actually start moving. That is the true Lord coming together. It's an explosion in the Ratha Yatra. Now, what do I want? So that is the next, that what is that I want from this? Oh Jagannath Ji, give me some benediction. And what is that benediction that being asked here?
I do not pray for a kingdom, nor for gold, rubies, or wealth. I do not ask for a beautiful wife, as desired by all men. I simply pray that Jagannath Swami, whose glories Lord Shiva always sings, may be the constant object of my vision.
May that Lord become the object of my vision. That's a prayer. I do not want anything. We are all looking for this. I want kingdom, I want money, Kanaka, Manikya, Vibhav, all these glories. And Shankaracharya says, I do not want anything like that. I do not want Rajya, I do not want Kanaka, gold, Manikya, all the glories. Or maybe, do you want something beautiful wife? which is being Sakala Jana Kamya, which is the desire of all the Sakala Jana. He said, no, I don't want that. Maybe the obedient wife, if not the beautiful wife, Vara Vadum. No, I don't want anything. Then what do you want? I want only that Lord who is being glorified, who is that Lord who is glorifying that Lord. Pramata Pathina, Sada Kale Kale Pramata. Pramata means mad. And Pramata Pati. Pramata means the, yes. So Pramata means that those are ghosts and the goblins. And who is the Pati of them? Shiva. And that Lord Shiva, who is a Gita Charito, who is actually glorifying that Lord, become the object of my vision. I do not want anything, but may that Jagannath Swami become the object of my vision. Jagannath It is so inspiring and motivating to all of us that when we go to the Lord, not to ask Rajya, no kingdom, no job, no machine learning, no Python, no AI, nothing. Oh Lord, just give me the object of your vision. Make that Lord become the object of. I do not want anything, not even good grades in a school exam, or even a holiday that they say I get the holiday so that I don't want to attend the exam. Nothing, but may that Lord become the object of my vision. And then what is the prayer that he's doing? I do not want anything. But what is that? Please remove all these obstacles on my path. The last sloka.
Haratvam sansaram dhrutam Oh my Lord, please take away Haratvam.
O Lord of the demigods, please quickly remove this useless material existence I am undergoing. O Lord of the Yadus, please destroy this vast, shoreless ocean of sins. Alas, this is certain. Lord Jagannath bestows his lotus feet upon those who feel themselves fallen and have no shelter in this world but him. May that Jagannath Swami be the object of my vision.
So he's asking not anything. Haratom sansara dhruta taram asaram. Oh Surapati. Surapati means the Lord of Devatas, demigod. Oh Lord of Devatas, please remove all these difficulties, sansara, this Bhosagar. And that is why Shankaracharya says that Punarapi Jananam, Punarapi Maranam, Punarapi Jatari, Sari, Kalida Ustari, Krupaya Pare, Pahi Murari. Unless and until we take a shelter of Murari, we cannot get rid of the cycle of birth and death. Haratom Sansara Dhruta Taram Asaram Surapati. And not only that, oh Adavpati. Who is Adavpati? Krishna. Haratom Papanam. All the papas, please remove all the sins. That the sin is not like ordinary sin, but the sin is like ocean or mountain. Please remove that. And Aho Dina Nathe. Dina means Dukhi or fallen. Dina Nathe. Oh Lord, you are actually the master of Dina Nathe. Those who have no other shelter, no surrender, that. And Nihita Charana Nichitam Idam. And may that you become the shelter for those who are fallen, those who have no shelter in this world. And only the Lord is the only shelter. For that, you give your mercy to that. And that is why Lord Jagannath Ji comes Aho Dina Nathe Nihitam Charanam, and he comes on the road so that he can bestow his blessings
to all the people, and that Lord become the object of my vision. And that is, it is said, Dinanatha, master of the poor. Who is the poor? Now, who is the poor here? Who is the poor? It is the poor that considered by those who do not have money, those who are spiritually poor, those who are spiritually impoverished, those fallen people, those actually take a shelter of Jagannath Ji. And that is why it is said that Ananya Chintayanto Mam Ejana Parya Upasal Tesham Nikta Abhiyuktanam Yoga Kshemam Vahamyam. Krishna, with those who have surrendered to Krishna, He will give what you are who need, and He will preserve what you have. May that Jagannath Swami be the object. That is why we say Tameva Mata Pita Tameva Tameva Sarva Mama Deva Deva. So you are everything. You are my Mata, you are my Pita, you are everything. May that Jagannath Ji become the object of my vision. Jagannath Swami So this is the what would happen if we just hear. So what is the benefit that we all will be getting if you hear this Jagannath Ashtakam? And what is the glories of Jagannath hearing the Jagannath Ashtakam?
Jagannathashtakam punyam
Pate prayata suchi sarva papa vishuddhatma Vishnu loka sagacchati Jaya Jagannatha Jaya Baladeva What is that the benefit that we all will get?
The self-retrained virtuous soul who recites these 8 verses glorifying Lord Jagannath becomes cleansed of all sins and duly proceeds to Lord Vishnu's abode.
So they all go to Vishnu Loka. Haribol. The Vishnu Loka means in the way that it's about our Goloka only, but those who Vishnu means who is all pervading in that sense, which is a Krishna. So if we hear Jagannath Ashtakam, we all will be going to Vishnu Loka by the mercy of our founder Acharya. I have this last slide just to give the, there are 3 different rathas. The rath of Lord Jagannath Ji is called as Nandi Ghosh. It is also called as Garuda Dhwaj. It is also called as Kapi Dhwaj. And it has 16 wheels. How many wheels it has? 16 wheels. And the chariot, the first, which chariot goes when the Rath Yatra begins? Baladev. Then? Then?
Jagannath.
And Baladev's chariot has 14 wheels, whereas Subhadra's chariot has 12 wheels. And you can see that color. How do you know which is Jagannath's Rath or Baladev's Rath or Subhadra's Rath?
Red and yellow.
Jagannath's Rath is red and
Yellow.
And why it is yellow? Because our Lord always Pitambara, right? And why he actually is not exactly yellow, it is a golden in color. Because Tapta Kanchana Gaurani Radhe Vrindavani. And as soon as he sees that, he gets reminded of Radharani. And that is why the chariot color of Lord Jagannath Ji is red and yellow. And Subhadra Maharani's color is red and black. The black also represents goddess. And there is things. And Balabhadra actually red and green is there. It is mentioned blue, but I think it is a green. It is a green. Here it is mentioned blue, but I think it is a green, which is there are different dimensions. But what I heard that the tallest is Jagannath is 45.6 feet. Then Balabhadra's is 45 feet, and Subhadra's is 44.6 feet. So different dimensions. The topmost is Jagannath Ji, Baladev, and Subhadra. So that Jagannath Rath Yatra being distributed all over the world by the mercy of our founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada. Otherwise, who had known this Rath Yatra? It is only Jagannath or only the Odia or Bengal devotees know. It is our founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada who has taken this Rath Yatra across the whole world. Even if you go to any big major cities today, you have Rath Yatra starting from New York, Detroit, Chicago, Europe, Middle East, India, even our western border, our dear friend, there also happens Rath Yatra. And everywhere happens Rath Yatra. And to fall off your benefit, that we are celebrating Rath Yatra, the whole purpose that we are celebrating Rath Yatra, when? Next Saturday. When? Next Saturday on 20th. So you all are kindly invited to take the darshan of Lord Jagannath Ji, who comes on the road for the benefit of us, and giving the glance through the kataksha, through the side glances, so that Lord Jagannath Ji become the object of our vision. Jagannath Baldev Subhadra Maharani ki jai, Jagannath Rath Yatra ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna. If you will not have any question, it's already late. I apologize that half an hour late than what we were supposed to. But I hope we thought that we will not disturb. Otherwise, next time we will again have to start from the beginning. So I thought we'll